game 2 of the doubleheader on ESPN. A big game, huge. BYU on the Smurf turf against Boise. Boise State 7. 57.5 the total. They're playing for that New Year's 6 game. Not going to make the playoff with their resume. But revenge from last year, the 35-21 loss. They led after the third quarter. And then a couple bombed. There was a pick 6 late after a bomb. Score was misleading as BYU got the win. And McNichols leading the way, Teddy. A fantastic running back for the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, Boise, they have all of these chances on, I think they have 5 weeknight games. It's the Thursday game, and they have 4 other Friday games this year. They played really well on the weeknight against New Mexico a couple of weeks ago, much to my chagrin. So they're used to playing in this venue. They have to showcase to the committee. And this, I'm with you. I don't think they make a playoff, but an undefeated season is very realistic for Boise State. And you talk about that game last year. I remember I cashed a ticket on BYU in that game, and they were the right side. But Boise was leading with a minute left, ended up losing by 2 touchdowns. So there was insanity. You look at the Boise offense, Jerry McNichols, what they got, 775 yards, 11 rushing touchdowns. He's got 20 catches and 263 yards in the backfield, 3 TDs there. The guy can score from anywhere. It's an 80-yard touchdown run and a 60-yard touchdown pass. And I've been impressed with Brett Ripien, 9 yards per pass, 12 touchdowns, only 3 INTs this season. The Boise offense has been pretty good.
But they've been running out of gas. Well, I don't want to say that. They haven't been able to finish games, especially at home. And last year, BYU didn't have Hill or Williams in that game. And we've been telling you on SportsBet that Satake said these guys were built to play to the end, and they were built for these grueling games in this tough schedule. BYU second half, last 2 games, 21-7 over Miss State, 28-8 over Michigan State, plus 45 in the fourth quarter and overtime this season, despite playing the toughest schedule in the country. And then you have Boise. They almost blew a 28-3 lead late against Colorado State. They didn't finish against Utah State. And there was, I'm blanking, there was another game they played where they let the team back in as well. So these are the, Washington State. Yeah, Washington State came in the back door. They almost blew a big game, a big lead in that game too.
Sure. Boise's not, I'm with you in the concept here, that Boise's not a team that I want to lay a touchdown with in this ball game, especially because that toughness for BYU might matter even more on a short week. My only concern, my biggest concern for BYU here is they've got the bye coming up. Boise's used to playing the weeknight games. If BYU falls behind, I worry about them being able to find that last bit of energy before that bye week. But if they don't fall behind, they're live to win this game. They beat this team last year.
Yes, all good points there. Up next, the deep dive. Jimmy Vaccaro, how'd the books do, how'd the players do, and this close to the Las Vegas Raiders. What will that mean for sports betting? That's next on SportsBet. Betting Insight today on SBRPicks.com. Hey guys, for the full video, go to SBRPicks.com.
Hey, SportsBet viewers, tune in to today's MLB Odds Couple show for Tuesday, October 18th. These MLB playoff lines are tough, but, Mike Brenner, there can be edges that can be found. Mike Brenner and I do our best to try to break it down and figure out what those are, right, Mike Brenner?
Yes, we do. And Pistol Pete, you got the best advice. Baseball playoffs, sometimes a 10-foot pole, but you know what? I feel something today with them Cubbies, so come on over and check out our picks.